Alrighty, I think we are live. We are live. What is going on, everyone? Commodore last here, bringing to you guys my reaction / review of Dandadan Manga Chapter 209. Now, the chapter is out. It's a Monday. You know what that means. We're here to sit down and read the latest installment of Yukinobu Tatsu's work of art. The time has come, folks. I'm ready, bro. Listen, after we just got done the events of last chapter, and listen, bro, shout out to Momo. The intellect, the greatness that she pulled off could not also been done without Vomola. We also have to make sure Vomola gets recognized as well. Because listen, things were looking a little crazy as they were. But hey, man, the tag team came through, got that frog, ninja, thief, phantom, whatever. We got him out of here, bro. They finished, man. And I'm so excited to see where things are about to go. If this is going to be the end of the arc, if this is the end of the saga, I don't know. We're going to have to see. But I see Lazy Mofos in here. I see Eden's in here. What's going on, fam? Guys, I am so ready, bro. Let me know how audio sounds too as well, because I was messing around with the noise gate and everything too. So I think we have probably the best audio I think I could ask for right now for this stream and just in general for everything going on going forward. But guys, before we get into the chapter, I'm pretty sure we don't have a break next week unless I'm told otherwise. So I'm going to just double check real quick and then take off my intro before we go back and have the talk and stuff afterwards together. But let me just make sure that we have the thing here. Yes, so I see a chapter, and yes, we are getting a chapter next week. So sounds fine. That sounds really good. I'd love to see it, man. Before we get into the chapter, of course, we have pretty big week, I would say, you know, in terms of Dandadan content stuff. You know, we have the chapter today, this upcoming Thursday, as I brought up last week. Last episode of Dandadan for season 2. I will be streaming my reaction for it over on Twitch. Very likely it's going to be a collab with JD Legend. I don't know what time that's going to be exactly. If it's going to be when the episode drops and we go live, it might be a little bit later in the day. It depends on Jay's schedule. But definitely stay tuned for that. It's going to be a really cool collab reaction stream for it. Manga reader, myself, Jay, anime only. It's going to be very interesting to see if, especially, listen, because I doubt Jay's going to go on and turn on with the streaming stuff. Sounds good to me. I appreciate it, bro. I'll listen, because if it's good like this, bro, it'll be even better. But in terms of that, man, like, I'm very excited for that stream because, again, he's anime only, I'm manga only. Like, listen, bro, if we get the kiss to end season 2, I'm telling you right now, bro, keep season 3 far away into 2027. I'm just asking you, bro. We need people on the god dang manga, bro. Season 1, I'm gonna be honest, bro, as much as I love it, didn't get to do the job it needed to, but I need that for season 2. So look forward to Thursday. Again, I'll have an update either on my Twitter or over in the Discord server. If you haven't joined, join them below. But we got to get into this chapter, man. Hunter, what's going on? Yeah, Rat collab. You already know, bro. All right, let me just go straight into this chapter. Let me do this, turn this on. Let me turn, where's my thing for this? Properties. There it is. All right. Let me, you know what? I'm going to have to fix this because I remember I had something a little bit differently because of the other stuff that was going on. Hopefully this will be okay for you guys, because I know there's gonna be like double spreads and stuff after, but it is what it is. All right, let's go into the chapter, man. There we go. Actually, you know what? Let me fix this one more time. My apologies. Hold on. Get this down as much as possible. There you go. I think this is good enough. Yeah, this is good enough. All right, here we go, man. It's time for the Dandadan greatness, bro. Now listen, if this is to be the end of the saga, let's get Momo banged with that hammer, bro. And you know what I'm talking about. Not no crazy stuff. Like, literally bonk her so we can actually get her back to normal size, man. Because Okran, I'll tell you right now, bro, I have that damn thing waiting on the side, bro. I'm ready to pull it out. Anyways, chapter 209, the title of the chapter. Oh, God. No. We're not doing this, bro. We're not doing this, bro. No. Chapter 209. All alone. Nah, Tatsu, nah. No, brother, we're not doing this. You cannot title the chapter that and expect me to keep my sanity, bro. We're not even, bro, I haven't even looked at what I'm seeing right before me, which, again, the chameleon just basically been imploded, boom, the explosion and stuff because the firecrackers and all that. But, bro, are you yo, no. We have to read. We gotta read. So, explosion goes off, and on the bottom panel right there, you see Vomola trying to, like, I guess hold on to your ears because I remember something with firecrackers that if you have it like too close to you, you can actually disrupt your hearing. So I'm assuming that's exactly why she's doing that. Obviously, she doesn't want to get hit to the head as well, but I was more so safe for her hearing and anything else. Okay, so explosion goes off. So explosion completely goes off right after. Boom. GG's. Like, bro is out of here. He's done. And these games. So Momo falls over into like some haystack area that's there. Ah, hot. Hot. Huh? Did we beat him? And then, hold on, where is she at? Yeah, it looks like she's almost like some kind of farm thing over here. What is this? Is this what it's like around the castle? Oh, oh, wait, is that that's the empty space that's disappearing, right? That's the empty space that's disappearing for sure. 100% disappearing, right? Because you see like the wave that's going around. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that means it's gone, right? Wait, were they mimicking the town too? These damn space alien bastards. That's crazy. So the whole time that we were in Shimane was just basically like this old like open land, like farm crops and stuff, whatever. But there was a town, assuming there, but now it wasn't because that was part of the empty space. That is very interesting that they pulled that off. Bomola, Bomola, are you there? Bomola. All right. Since she can't use her kaiju suit, she can detect me. And then that was the thing too they said, because remember, we know the stamina and stuff. If it goes away, then it's game over at that point. So yeah, unfortunately, Bomola can't be able to censor anymore. No, 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 no. Bomola, don't run off. You hear me? Damn. I'm so small, I can't see very far. Oh man, I know, I know, I know. We need like a microscope or something. No, we need the hammer, bro. Someone has to bonk her immediately, bro. And she's like looking on. I'm gonna say this too, though, because I'm looking at the scenery of it all and everything, right? And I know it's not to a T, but because I'm so reminded of that area that we saw Jet was in, Turbo Granny, like that area we see exactly in volume 20 Omake, and then also in volume 14, and then I think it was volume 8 as well, was there. It just kind of gives off that feeling, but just the different side of things. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I just read the chapter. Yeah, man, babash. We're in there, bro. We just got into right now. I think we're at page 5. So see Momo's reaction there. She's looking on everything that's there. She's like, what the hell? And then just just more openness than anything else that's here. What the hell? She's like looking like, bro, she's real, yeah, bro. She's just like, this is nothing but openness right here. You got the moon in the background, like it's like Tsukihime. I wonder if grandma's okay. Did she make it to the hospital? What time is it now? Bro, what is Tatsu cooking here, man? Like, this is so subtle, bro. Don't tell me she disappears, bro. Oh, don't tell me she disappears, bro. I'll lose my mind. I'll lose my mind, bro. I'll lose my mind, bro. And then I gotta, like, wait a week, bro, after that. Please don't do this to me, bro. Please don't do this to me, bro. Time has run out. Bro. Bro, please, please, Tatsu, please, big bro, please don't do this, big bro, please. Please, bro, I don't like seeing Momo cry, bro. Please, bro, I literally just got up a couple hours ago, bro. Don't make me start my day having Momo on my head, just being in tears, knowing that it's Owarida time, man. Please don't do this, bro. Please don't do this, bro. I turn this page and I swear to God, she's already got the tear ready. I have to load up the fact that she's gonna be bawling out, bro. Please don't do this. It's game. It's game over, bro. It's game. We never stood a chance. We never stood a chance. We never stood a chance at all, bro. The whole time that Tatsu's been saying that we'll be fine, we'll get the hammer, bunk. None of that matters, bro. None of that matters. You think it mattered to him? It didn't matter to him, bro. That's why he put the mask on, bro. That's why he wear that mask. He don't want me to know where ends he's from. He want me to know that he's from Rapungi Hills or whatever it may be, bro. He doesn't want me to know where the ends is, cause I can drop kick him, man. Look at Momo, man. Oh my god. I'm so lonely. This is evil. I'm sorry, this is goddamn evil, brother. This is freaking evil, bro. I swear. Oh my god, bro. She's literally, bro, her family, her friends. Look at Turbo in the background with Seiko, bro. I want to go home. Bro, I swear, if she disappears, man, Yo, I'm just, bro. I just can't do it, man. Bro. Zachary, what's going on? Petty, what's going on, fam? Listen, we're in it, bro. We're in it, bro. I mean, listen, baby, bro. You're putting her in a position right now where she about to be disappearing, bro. I don't know what else to tell you, man. Alberto, what's going on, fam? Listen, bro. We're about to suffer, bro. We're about to suffer right now, bro. We're about to suffer right now, bro. I don't know what else to tell you right now, man. But my girl right now is in tears. I can't. No shot. No shot. No shot. No, 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 no. She didn't disappear. She didn't disappear. She disappeared. She didn't disappear. She didn't disappear. No, 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 no. I turned this page. I swear to God, bro. She would be she just speed blitz onto the other side, bro. She speed blitz on the other side because she got the speed on her, bro. I turned this page right now and she disappeared, bro. I swear. I swear. What have I done to you, Tatsu? What have I done to you, bro? Just answer me that real quickly, right? Because I know others gonna feel their way. But answer me how I've done anything to you, bro. I speak the gospel week in and week out. I'm probably one of the only other people on this planet that talks about this series week in and week out on here, bro. I do everything. I go out here. I praise your name. I speak the gospel, bro. I'm there every service, every single day. And this is how you want to repay me? You have my girl crying, then you make her disappear, and then you give me a freaking nice little double spread right here with the moon in the background and all this. But my girl gone, bro. Nah, this is a sick man. This is a sick man, bro. I can't even, bro. I can't even form this. I have the anger in my heart right now, bro. I can't, bro. You can't, bro. Oh my god, bro. Okran, please do something, bro. Please do something, bro. Please, bro. Please. Who the hell is this? Yo, I will swing, bro. If these are Tatsu's goons, bro, I'll swing. Who in the hell is this? Nah, bro. What do, bro? Nah, 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 nah. My chair, bro. My knees. Listen, bro. My knees can only take so much, bro. My knees can only take so much, bro. What, bro? Let me go back one page. You see this whole spread again, like I said, disappears. So, yo, bro, she's in like purgatory or something. I don't know. But then you switch over here and you see these freaks. I don't know. The temple dudes are. Wait, hold on, hold on. Is these the same dudes? Are these the same dudes? You remember going back? I think I'm trying to say. Oh my god. When Count Saint Germain, when they talked about the Asura sword, when it went disappearing, there was Magi that were involved. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. There were Magi that were involved for the whole thing. Is that what they are? Is those them man the Magis? I don't know who they are, but brother, if you got a play that could bring her back right now, bro, get to playing. Bro, look at this dude's face. He ain't got no eyes. He ain't got no eyes. He just got the scrunch. And they all walking in unison across this damn playing field. Nah, he got some crazy kicks though. But like, bro, why am I caring about the kicks, bro? Where's my girl, bro? Please say my girl, bro. You are there. Yes. Please tell me you're speaking Momo. Please tell me you're speaking Momo. Then please climb on here. You need not be worried. Matters have already concluded. For your two friends. What? You need not be worried. Matters have already concluded for your two friends. Who are you talking about? Momola, maybe? Who the hell is he talking about? Because I'm trying to think, like, because Seiko ain't no damn friend. That's Obachan, bro. Like, wait, they ain't no damn friend. That's Obachan. Who are your two friends? What the hell is this? What in the hell is this? What in the hell is this? Yo, Tatsu. I just want a family dinner, bro. I just want my family dinner, bro. I just want my family dinner. I just want them just to chill. I want them to vibe. I didn't ask for no damn temple, the gates of purgatory, bro. Whatever this may be, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. Two friends are probably a Seiko and my umbrella go. I mean, it could be Unji and could be Daiki. That could also be the other part too, because technically they are considered more friends, but they're not in the actual picture that we saw there. Next, it is your turn, bro. If this is all I want from this, you throw them in there, and then they pop out back, and then she's back to normal. That's what I want. That's what I want, brother. But this scenery looks absolutely nuts, bro. Like, the double spreads just in general right now in this chapter, from the playing field to this right here, this is almost like the walk to heaven, like the stairs to heaven. Literally could be the stairs of heaven, bro. This is actually crazy, bro. Let me turn this page. Whoa, bro. What am I see? Bro, are them icicles? What is this? Bro, I listen, bro, chat. I know I should be looking at what you guys are thinking too, but I need to process chapter and then bro, I am so like nah, man. Tatsu, I know there's a plan right here, but like, bro, I'm just concerned right now, Momo, bro. Please. But it's like, I don't know, a crystal emerald thingy, whatever. I don't know. But these guys complete cover. There have to be some temple dudes. Okay, so then I don't know what the heck that's supposed to be, like a bottle like thingy, whatever. Okay. There's a hammer. Hold on. There's a hammer. That's not the hammer that we're looking for, though, because I'm pretty sure the design's completely different. But he has a hammer. Hits the water. What the heck is... Thing explodes. Okay, there's probably like way deeper meanings and stuff, but again, like, hey, man. But thing explodes. And it looks like they caught... They're covering up. Surely this means that they figured out a way. Surely this means they figured out a way, right? Thank God. Thank God I would have crashed out. Thank God I would have crashed out, bro. Oh, I would have crashed out so badly. If it was just some Mickey Mouse. Thank God. Thank God. They found some way. They found a way. And they'll go okay. They found a way. I don't know what. Listen, we're gonna go through China sec. We found a way through this temple thingy, whatever it is. And just like that, Momo has returned to normal size, bro. We're good. We're good. Give me my belts, bro. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry I threw y'all, bro. Because listen, y'all didn't deserve the brunt of that, bro. Y'all did not deserve the brunt of that, bro. Bro. I can't get 4 belts yet because we need explanation. But oh my God, Momo's okay. Momo's okay. Thank God. Oh my God. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God, bro. We're good. Woo. Woo. Oh my God. Yo, listen, I was trying so hard not to stress out and just crash whatever, bro. But listen, man. Thank God. Whatever this play right here was, it ended up working. It ended up working, bro. Hold on a sec. I'll pop chat in just a second, bro. But let me just go over what we just seen right now before I'll get into the comments and stuff. So, end of the chapter. I mean, well, essentially the chapter's up, but coming off the last chapter. So, Phantom Thief completely gone out the way. Momo, she ends up being completely separated from everybody else. The Hour of the Ox and stuff, I guess, had just came, and then that's pretty much what led her to disappear in that moment. Now, the physical form essentially was gone, but she was still like there somewhat spiritually. And in that moment, these people who I assume, we'll go into chat after, but I assume these are people from the Shamani temple, like the actual people that we're supposed to be looking for when it comes to the damn hammer. That they're literally on this stroll. They sense the presence of Momo. they find her, and I don't know what this thing is supposed to be. And again, we'll go through it in a sec. But they take her to this temple place that they're at. And I'm assuming this is where they were supposed to go initially to go and like do the whole ritual thing, whatever it is, with the hammer. But they go inside, they put her in that like this thing. I don't know. It's like this makeshift like envelope thing. I don't know. But put her in the water, hammer hits, explosion goes off, and then immediately from there afterwards, Momo and saved. So Momo has now officially returned to size. And I would imagine when they said the two friends, I would imagine it's Daiki and Zuma. I'm assuming those are the two that they're pretty much referring to. So yeah, that is, bro, that is absolutely nuts. That Tatsu decided to go. Listen, it was a fast chapter because again, a lot of dialogue wasn't there because we're just getting panels and movements and stuff that were going on. So it went by pretty damn quickly. But my God, man, thank the Lord it ended on this, and we have we don't have a break next week. We have a chapter next Monday. Because if you had ended on a break week, going into next week, whatever, and I had no idea what's going on, bro, I would have lost my mind. But thankfully, that wasn't the case. But yeah, let me just pull up, pull y'all guys back up here for a second so that we can we discuss what's going on real quickly, man. But that chapter, my God, y'all had me in the first half. That's literally what I might have to call this chapter, bro. Y'all had me in the first half. And thankfully, y'all did not do this to me, bro. Thank God, bro. Let me scroll up because I know more or less what I ended up missing real quickly on the thing. So let me just see. I think, yeah, okay. Lazy Mofos probably did the Lord's work there because, yeah, Beyblade, yeah, big show, bro. Yeah, so, yeah, sorry. Beyblade, yeah, unfortunately, if you're watching this after, bro, listen, man. Like, this is why we have mods in the chat. Like, as soon as the chapter goes live, we go and read it. I don't want no hints, no nothing, whatever, what's going on. Like, you just gotta wait until we're finished up. But, yeah, man. But thankfully I didn't see. Listen, I was going through my woes and stuff, so thankfully I ain't looking at no damn stuff or whatever on the side right there. I'm just more focused on what's going on in the chapter. But now let's go ahead and just talk real quick. You just got hit with an ad as soon as you stood up, bro. That's crazy, clap. Hey, bro, listen. We gotta monetize somehow, some way, bro. Hey, bro, listen, man. I don't know what to tell you, dog. I don't know what to tell you, dog. Yo, man. Tatsu is going Super Saiyan. That's, yeah, bro. He really was with this chapter. I'm not gonna lie. He really was about to do some madness there. Tatsu getting ready to box Oda with his writing. I'm telling you, bro, this dude has been just unbelievable, man. I think that spread was symbolizing her being forgotten by everyone. I think that makes a lot more sense too. For sure, Hunter. Yeah, so bro, that chapter, what the hell is all I can say? Facts. Two friends are probably Seiko and the Umbrella Goats. I think, yeah, more or less it's gotta be Daiki and Zuma. Because Seiko is a little bit different, her situation. Well, I don't know. Would it be different in any situation? Because I'm assuming more of the effects of the Don Manra rather than the injuries that Seiko has suffered. So that's a little bit different, I would say. Yeah, 10 out of 10 panel. This is not Shimane Temple. We saw 20 chapters back. This is a completely different one. Well, that's the thing. I think like the one that we saw originally was what we thought we were going to be going to and stuff, but this is like the actual one. Or unless, again, we didn't get to see the thorough steps because we just kind of like blitzed through right now. But let's say how we got into the temple, like where we were originally, and that is what we saw afterwards. There's also a possibility on that, but I don't know. Damn, I hope Momo's alright. I mean, listen, she's good now. She's good now, Kugan. Not gonna lie, how minimal this chapter is in terms of dialogue. He's letting the arc speak for itself, and that's the thing. I think authors, again, someone like Tatsu is really good at portraying that. I think in this chapter he did a very good job doing that. Sometimes you just gotta let the art speak. The dialogue can only do so much. Like it does. Granted, it raised the level pretty damn highly and stuff. But nah, the way that this man was doing it, just different, bro. We're getting close to the lore of Dandadan. I feel like that is the case too. I wouldn't be surprised if these temple dudes end up telling us afterwards something very important pertaining all this afterwards. Trust me, lads, I'm trying to process this too. Yeah, bro, listen, this chapter was just nuts, dog. Absolutely nuts. These priests have the same special speech box as yokai and aliens. Fascinating. Very fascinating. So I wonder what that would mean though exactly, right? Like I guess like is there something very specific with these guys? You know what I mean? Like, is there something with them? Because I did mention again, like in the chapter and stuff, like if these are the same people that are responsible with the Astra Sword, like the actual, like if these are Magi, bro, I'm so up, man. I love Magis in my story, especially when it comes to Face Stay Night, Tsukihime. Like it just when that occupation, bro, is just so gas to me, man. Let me see. Yeah, Momo's back to normal. Yeah, thank God we here after been a year. It's crazy, bro. We've been a year since that point. It's just nuts, man. Um, yeah, Lazarus is a Shamane. It's a different temple. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I presume now it's complete. Well, I will say this though. This could be a different temple in Shamane. I don't think you can rule that out either. But again, Tatsu definitely needs to crank up the dialogue though in the next chapter. I think the head priest is Count Saint Germain and the Triangle Boys pulling some Blackbeard stuff. Well, here's the thing. And I'm gonna go back real quickly and look at the design right now. By the way, guys, we had 31 people in here, bro. I appreciate y'all sliding through. Make sure, of course, you're liking the stream. We just got done right now with the chapter. We're just gonna talk right now a little bit about what we just experienced. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Looking at the design, I don't think so. This guy, to me, it seems like this is like the hair, beard connection stuff. I don't think so. This has got to be a completely different person to that to Count Saint Germain. It would be a crazy twist if it was to be the case, but I don't think it is. I definitely don't think it is. So yeah. Let me just see. Yeah, not gonna lie, I thought the last page would be a double spread. That's a huge moment. It actually is though. It really is. But then again, it's like it's weird, right? Because you could do stuff in a single page. So it's like showing on Momo, I think hits more in a single page than it does in a double. Because I think the double will hit more if you have other people around her that were waiting for this moment and stuff. But I think just for the focal part there, I think it just makes more sense that's a single, unless you're gonna add more stuff afterwards. But I can see like either one would have worked personally. These guys look so good. Hold on, my English is already starting to dissipate from what I just read. These guys look like priests of some kind. Yeah, priests are good guys, right? Well, here's the thing. Sometimes in some stories, in churches and stuff, they are not the people of good. Sometimes, but hopefully in this case, it will be that. I think, yeah. MC. I'm curious if things are actually all good or did them being little late bringing her back will have consequences. That oh man. Yo, oh man. I don't want to say it. I'm gonna say it. But if she loses some of her own memories, like people have lost their memories of her, but let's just see she loses her memories as a side effect. I would actually crash out. I legitimately would crash out, bro. I seriously would, bro. They'll bring her to the starship. If they're in connection somehow with the Serpos, maybe that could be a thing, but I don't know. Okron will look after her. That's facts. But listen, bro, I didn't pull out the sheets and stuff, or I should say the mat and everything for Okron, but it's gonna come in time. Don't worry. It's gonna come. By next chapter, if my boy isn't there waiting with tears in his eyes, I don't know what to say, bro. When you stood up after Momo disappeared, I got hit with an ad on YouTube for a second. I thought you just ended the stream. Nah, bro. Clap. I'm not gonna lie, bro. They were wilding. They were wilding, bro. They were wilding, bro. YouTube was trying to make sure I get some money, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, bro. They were wilding, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Zach Brock can't be the same as Saint Germain. He was defeated by the evil eye. I mean, that's the thing. I don't think it is. Well, that was more so Enendra. That was the one we saw that got defeated. Saint Germain, I think they're just still in the same city and stuff, like in Commodore City and stuff. I don't think they are. They were nearby. If they were nearby though, then that would have been the real moment we could have saw that happen. Was a damn journey to finally get to this point though. Yeah, facts, brother. Facts. I don't trust it. I don't blame you though, mofos. I don't blame you for not trusting this, because honestly, I'm looking at this, I'm like, I don't know personally, but it's like, I listen, I'm gonna trust these guys because we've been through enough as it is in the recent chapters. We definitely need this so badly. So yeah, we're doing okay. I would hope so. Let me see. I want to see Momo in a cool aliens outfit. The sailor outfit was getting lame. I'm not gonna lie though. I love the sailor outfit. There's something about it. I'm like that just feels like Momo, right? Who was defeated by evil eye? It was Enendra. I think disappearing panel means that she's now forgotten by everyone. That would hurt. That would hurt so badly if that's gonna be the case. So she got back her form, but if she's been forgotten by everybody, bro, that would be tough. Yeah, we can't trust them. I don't know, man. There might be a chance. Who knows? Let me see. Naki and the Kito Subterraneans have to pull up. Well, I mean, they're on the moon right now, as far as I remember, right? Next chapter, another Dandadan name drop. Ah, man. I would not rule it out. I honestly would not. After what we just experienced this chapter, I would not rule it out. If there's anybody who's close to that, oh, there's a chance they might do something, bro. Bro, you know what? That is honestly the prediction I will say for next chapter to hold on to. We may get something Dandadan related if these priests know some ball. What's her prediction in terms of what just happened with Momo right now? I think she got back her form, but it's very likely that everyone around her may have forgotten her completely because she disappeared. Either that or she may have lost her memory. I don't know. It's tough to say, but I feel like For the sake of my mental, she has to be okay. I'm not gonna lie. I listen. I know there's consequences and worries and all that, but I'm listen. I can't do that, man. Because you know what I need? I need Okran to be there, and that's how everything comes back to the mix. As soon as Okran shows up, we're gonna be good. Unless the count was cosplaying as an Enra, they're two separate characters. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. We already know that they're two separate characters. The likeliness, though, is something I need clarified from Tatsu. Is like why he does, in a way, kind of look like him, but we'll have to see. Do you think that since Momo is back to normal, do you feel like she could unleash some of her psychic powers from the beginning of the series? She could. This it wouldn't surprise me too if these priests have an idea of what exactly her power is and may be able to teach her of a way to be able to maximize it to the fullest potential. Like again, these priests could really do some good for us in terms of like getting a better understanding of exactly what these powers are and how you can be capable of doing what you can do. Right? Let me see. Plus, there's no way a combination of Evil Eye and Gigi alone is taking down the main antagonist. That's facts. I mean, listen, I love the both of them and stuff, but bro, the count's on a different island, man. New arc cooking. I feel like so the saga itself is still continuing. I'll tell you that right now. The Kozuka Knives saga makes a lot more sense. I think if we are gonna do like a series, I wouldn't say series discussion because that sounds like crazy like towards the end, but like an arc discussion, I think a saga discussion makes a lot more sense. When we're done with all this parts, and I can get content creators on here who talk about the manga week to week or they're reading the series to get on here and get their thoughts, I think that will be the ideal. So, because I was like concerned, like, you know, is this still continuation of the same arc or now because it's differentiated, um, a saga makes way more sense for all this that's going on. So, I think a new arc will make a lot of sense, but for sure, this is still in the same saga with the knives and everything. So, the hammer that they were looking for was with the yokai or aliens all this time. It could have been, but I don't know. It's weird to say. Tatsu has to really explain that one because for what we just saw that these priests just did right now, I think this is just completely different from it. And we saw what the look of the hammer is supposed to be. So it's like, I don't know. This might have been like a different path. But oh my god. Once I get to the questions, I'll get to my other thing I just have on my mind right now because that definitely needs to be explained in a sec. It makes sense. I also thought the double would be for when she's around everyone. Yeah. Do you think that Momo's confession will happen? I think so. I think once she runs into Okran again, I would imagine within the next like 5 to 10 chapters, if Okran is to run into her, it's gonna happen. But it's gonna be one of those. Either it's gonna slow build and we get it, or we just get it off the rip. I don't think it's gonna be one of those where we get a missed opportunity from there. I thought Okran was gonna forget her. I don't think so, bro. Okran, that woman, bro, he loves that woman way too much, bro. That's his steez, bro. My boy not forgetting that, man. I'll tell you that right now. Um, if Momo, but Momo hits you with, she hits me with a "Who am I?" Oh, I'm sick. Bro. Especially if the chapter continues on and I don't hear her talk, I'm gonna be sick, bro. Oh my god. Don't you think after confession there's nothing left? I mean, to be honest, bro, like they can hit the confession and you still have to figure out what's gonna happen after with everything else, right? Like, for one, you gotta stop the count and whatever he's trying to do with the Dandadan itself, understanding of their powers, how the relationship between the two of them, getting further understanding of who Okran is, of his background and stuff. Because I do feel like that's gonna be something that's gonna probably play some kind of part in the relationship as well. Because again, there's still so many questions. Even though the Daisuke volume kind of tells you about his dad and stuff a little bit, and some parts of his day-to-day life, the fact where he lives and everything, I still feel like that has to be discussed a little bit more in detail. So that's to be seen. Imagine she's so excited to see her family and friends again, and she said with the "Who are you?" Yeah, no, if that happens, bro, I will drop to my knees. I will have a broken heart. We're live on the stream like I almost did today, man. Besides being complete shonen and fighting, yeah. After confession, if I hope, yeah. I mean, that's the thing, though. I mean, like we're gonna see the fights happen and stuff, but I also see like different character aspects and stuff that are gonna be growing through it as well. But my thing is like, if you guys read Blue Box and you've seen how they've handled stuff with their own confessions and everything, I think it's gonna come down the same path as Dandadan. Dandadan's a little bit different because like we have to actually really see where things are gonna go like beyond that point after. But I do think it's coming. I do think it's very much coming by the end of the saga. I'm quite sure that the confession is gonna be delayed. I don't know. It could go either way though. Personally, Petty, thank you for coming through, brother. I hope you have a good night, man. What if she forgets everything and decides to join the priest? That would be kind of a twist. Or she loses her powers. That would be, man. Yo, if she ends up joining up with a priest because like, she doesn't remember who she is, but like that would be nuts. That would be like the most like part one end of Naruto type thing, like just of its own spin. You know what I mean? There's a lot of possibilities. Rob, there's a lot of possibilities, man. If she's forgotten by everyone, I think this will be the perfect time to set up a meeting with her and Jermaine to cook up the dynamic. That Yeah, that would be frightening, bro. Yo, can you imagine that's what happens? Oh my god. And that's, you know what? That would maybe something that Saint Germain maybe been waiting for. Other than the fact of trying to make her submit. If you can't make her submit, make her forget who she is, and then bring her to the side of yours. So that would be kind of wild if that's the case. Didn't we expected that she's gonna go to the temple after defeating the Toad, but Tatsu hit us with something else? I mean, that's the thing. We all expected after they take care of the stuff with the Chameleon and Enra that they were gonna head off over afterwards to the temple, because I have always presumed that hammer was always there. They just swerved them out. But then again, it's like if that was the case, you would keep the hammer on you just to play it safe, possibly. So I don't know, man. Like that's gonna be Tatsu has a lot of answering he's gonna have to do. It's just like the first time I've ever felt that way in terms of like how they've been doing things recently. But I trust my guy to go through with that in detail. Chapter 209 is peak, bro. Dustel, I already know, man. That this it was absolute peak, dude, for sure. Like it was one of those where I had my fears, man, but it's just like, damn, bro. It's kind of sad. I'm damn sure that something is gonna happen to Momo now, and confession could be delayed. It could always be possible, and I will be sad if it ends up being the case. But I think it's a lot more likely for me personally, from the way I'm interpreting things, that I could see this happening a lot sooner than later. And then it depends on Tatsu where he wants to go with it, but it's pretty obvious where the story can go after that could keep extending things while also adding more layers to the relationship and really magnifying how strong it's become now that they spend more time together. Because the thing is, like, there's so many stories that go through with just a confession and then it's done. I'm telling you right now, if y'all read Blue Box, I think they're one of the best examples of recent times of how they do that stuff, and then it continues on afterwards. Dandadan could easily do the exact same thing, so that's why I'm curious where Tatsu can go with it. Um, Maybe Momo will forget everything and also her friends. Will she forget her? It's always a possibility, man. We have to wait and see. Is One Piece on break this week? Modula reaction this Sunday. I'm gonna see first and foremost. The manga I know is on break this week. I do need to get back on the anime at some point as well for One Piece. But I mean, for Modula, it will be like what, 3 chapters. I'll let you guys know if I decide to do it. I'll let you guys know because I am working on a couple other things on the side that I want to get to as well. But I'll see first because I have my own feelings and stuff regarding it, but I would rather say that on a video rather than a stream. But we'll see. We'll see. You're probably the number one Dandadan streamer, Zachary. I greatly appreciate that, man. Listen, I know there's other people for sure in terms of like anime reactors and whatever. And you guys, if you guys have known me for as long as you guys have known me since I've been doing this stuff since 2017 and everything, bro, it's like I always have appreciation for how good the animes have been in terms of like like exploding onto the scene and putting people on game and everything. But the manga is where it goes. The manga is for me what I feel is like the meat and potatoes. That's like where the magic happens. And the fact that there's not a lot of people that talk about the magic of like, you know, when JJK was coming out when I first started it, nobody was willing to give it a damn until 100 chapters after. I said, nah, if the chapters are out, I'm talking about it. Same thing with Haikyuu. Anime's out. I want to talk about the manga because it's greatness. That's what it is, man. Kaguya-sama, so many other series, man, that I've done before. You got to put it on game, bro. Like, when you love something so much, bro, you can't just leave it just to the anime because it's so saturated on how many people are talking about it already. The manga is always where it's going to be. So I feel that exact same way when it comes to Dandadan. I'm hoping to God when season 2 ends, like, I'm not even joking. Wait till 2027. Please, Science Sorrow, bro. We can take a little bit break on the anime. I need the manga to get as much people on it to know exactly what's happening, man. Like, you all need to know the greatness that we get to experience week in and week out. Let me see. Yeah, Vamol needs more love, not to satisfy with the chameleon being her fight. That's the thing too. I do think Vamol probably should have gotten a little bit better stuff, but I don't know where Tatsu wants to go with it after. But are we going off planet soon? If we do, it's gonna go and see what's going on with the Keto family and everything. Yeah, the Toad Ninja fight was too short. I get why, but still. I mean, to be honest though, this arc has been going on for quite a while, and I didn't expect them to be that crazy of opposition in comparison to what Evil Eye was going through with Hanendra. It just wouldn't make sense to me that you would extend that fight even more than it needed to be. They had us in the first half, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm telling you right now, gamer. They had us completely on the ropes there with that one. Tatsu working in reverse. I think we're gonna get used to being told that we need to know early instead for him to slip the script. That is true. That's very true. Are you a Demon Slayer fan? I heard Infinity Castle's going hard. I'll tell you this right now. Because if you ever hear me on Twitter or in streams and stuff talk about Demon Slayer, there are aspects of the series I enjoyed. The anime is very fun. They're very, very fun. I have my problems with the final arc, and it threw me off the series completely. Like, I read it to completion after it got done and everything, but it's just like there were certain things that happened in that final arc of Yaiba that I just was not a fan of anymore. But I do want to check out eventually Infinity Castle. It won't be while it's in theaters, unfortunately. So yeah, but when it does find my way, I will definitely try and tune in. But I liked Yaiba for a point in the series. I actually have one of the what you call it, the garbs, the coats and stuff that they have and stuff. I got that for a good deal and everything too. And I think it's pretty much from Yaiba, I would assume. But I'll show it off one day to you guys after when that time comes. Um, yeah, imagine the chapter ended right after she disappears, bro. If Momo disappeared at the end of that chapter, and then like that's just all I got for a week, yo, Tatsu, oh man, I would have hunted my boy down, bro. I would have hunted him down. Um, will you read the new Jujutsu Kaisen manga? I'm going to see about it this Sunday, but if not, I'm going to try and just make a video, all my thoughts at the very least on the first chapter and stuff, so that way I could just do that because again, like my Sundays, like I want to just dedicate that to Yap Piece whenever I can, and also with the One Piece anime for certain episodes that's definitely required for it. Because I did want to be back for the anime for One Piece when it came to like the flashback for Kuma. That was something I wanted to do, and then of course certain stuff afterwards. But we'll see though. Um, I think it's another arc for Zuma, Daiki, and Momo, or WT. I'm not sure what WT is. I would imagine I remember who WT is, but I don't think so. I think we're gonna like it's gonna be either another chapter or so trying to figure things out, but then we're going towards the end portion of it. Or the case could be that our gang saving Momo, Zuma, and Daiki. That could also be an option too, Harav. Do you think that we get Gigi and Ira pairing first or Kenta and Vamola? I'll tell you this right now. Gigi and Ira, I think that's a lock. I think that's an absolute lock for one of the other couples. Vamola and Kenta is the other one. And then the other one's difficult, bro. Because I so want Unji and the crew, like full-time member. I think he pretty much is now at this point a member of the full-time crew. But Koyuki, I'm telling you right now, real ball knowers, if you can see the vibes that Koyuki has now that she's been purified, and Unji smart enough with the shades on and stuff, and the hair, I'm telling you right now, bro, that would be a couple of the ages. If not Koyuki, I would also like to see Rin in the mix also with Unji. So one of the two. But I know for a fact Ira and Gigi is gonna be a given, and so is gonna be Kenta and Bomola. We're gonna see them all coupled up by the end of the story, and then how they come to be and stuff. Like we're gonna. That's the thing too. I also have to also point out for you guys as well. Just because we get the confession with Momo and Okran and they become a couple, does that mean that's just what we're done? Like it's going to happen for all these other ones too, if that's what Tatsu is planning. So we'll see on that. But I do think that's good for my idea where we're gonna get to. Um, let me see. Bro, before pairing, they need to settle this fight. I mean, that's true. They have to do that. Infinity Castle is amazing. The anime does elevate the source material a lot. They do that. I will say though, the anime will do a lot of good jobs when it comes to portraying source material very well. So yeah. How hard do you think Manjiro is going to train Okuran? I want an alien martial artist to train him. I mean, listen, the fact that this boy got this Oni club that literally looks like a those Pockies and stuff, right? I don't know, man. I really don't know how they're gonna do that whole training thing, but I expect Okran's gonna come out a monster. I really do think he's gonna come out a monster from that training because he needs to for the battles to come. I thought you was about to say Rin. Koyuki threw me for a loop. Well, that's the thing though. Like, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, if you look at Koyuki and put them together, like in a thing, I see it. I see the vision, bro. I really do see the vision of those two. Rin would be obvious because of the fact of like she was introduced first, then it goes into Zuma, and just the vibe that they give off or whatever. But I do think Koyuki would actually be it would be a super fire option that's there. What do you guys think of the upcoming chapters? What's to come? So I have to see where this like where we are chapter wise, like ending a volume. Because I don't know if this is like the volume ender for volume 21. I don't know because it's a couple volumes before. But wherever this ends off right now, I think we get a daughter. If whatever gives us the Dandadan lore chapter, which will be like in a chapter 2, possibly depending on where things go. I think that's where like a volume ender can happen. Or I could see Turbo Granny coming into the mix. And that's something I wanted to talk about with y'all right now because obviously if something that happens that we like with Momo not getting the hammer and everything, what was the other option? The other option was probably going to be Turbo Granny. Now the fact that this just happened right now, I don't know what this means for Turbo Granny. I think if anything, at the very least, we're getting that confrontation between Turbo Granny and Count Saint Germain. And I'm telling you right now, if that happens, we are getting one of the biggest moments in the entire story very soon, I would imagine. So, yeah. Um, will Momo take the Astra sword from Count Saint Germain? That would be fire. I would love to see that being the case, and she has like her own weapon outside of like her psychics and stuff. That would actually be dope. Are we gonna get? Are we gonna see Okura and like Naruto time skip? I would not be opposed. Listen, if Dandadan decided to do a time skip, I would not be opposed to it, as long as it makes sense for why we're gonna go into a time skip. Um, and like just the reasons for it and everything. I think that would be a really cool thing to see happen if that ends up being the case. Yeah, we're totally forgetting her there. Do you think the Dandadan will end before One Piece? It's very possible that Dandadan could end before One Piece. I generally think One Piece is ending around like 2030, 2031. Like, I do think by the beginning of the next decade, it's probably going to end up happening. That's me personally saying that. Just because so many things going on in One Piece. But with Dandadan, it's like one of those things where it could extend and end around the same time where One Piece is. But I think if you're going to be a betting man, I think Dandadan ending before One Piece definitely makes some sense. I don't know how long it has to go for, but we'll have to see. Um, Moms can't be. Wait, I want to write that as moms for a sec. Momo can't be stabbed if she's small. That's facts. Bro, the smaller I get, bro, you know. But then again, the tinier you are, and the point of the blade, yeah, you might get smoked. Let me see. Yeah, totally forgot her. Still gotta see what's going on with Jet 2. And that's the thing too. Jet, I would assume, was going to be a part of this section. If you were going to extend this stuff right now in Shimane, it would have made sense to have Jet come in. The fact they aren't there, I don't know what that means after, but yeah. Still waiting for Momo to be normal, grinding getting better, Turbo grinding return fight, and very important confession. Yeah, Joelle, there's a lot of stuff that we're still waiting on to see what's gonna happen. Please look the last panel. She has longer hair. Yeah, well, that was the thing I wanted to say real quick because I remember we're so used to seeing Momo with her hair like all short and stuff or whatever. But it does, yeah, Momo definitely does have her hair a little bit longer. So I do wonder though, guys, and y'all let me know if I'm tripping or not, or if I'm overstepping, whatever. But do you guys think though that hold on, let me fix. I don't know why it's like that with the chat. Anyways, let me actually, yeah, way better like this, way better like that. But because we see her now with like somewhat longer hair, and I didn't want to say it in the moment and stuff, but do you guys think that's a possibility that she's aged up? Like she's like older now, like a few years older because of like that's kind of I guess one of the repercussions of her getting back her original size is that she's actually been aged up. Like not everything could be perfect in terms of getting her back to normal completely. I don't know. You guys let me know. Dandadan seems like a 600 chapter series at the most. I probably could see it being that long, mofos. Yeah, we already got our backstories teased as well too. Yeah, that's facts. Do you think that we'll see the return of Reiko Kashima? If we had saw now, here's the thing. So the stuff with Anenra and the Red Baron and the ties to World War One, we know Reiko's stuff. I believe is more tied to World War Two. But you know what I'm gonna say right here, basically, is that if Tatsu was going to have something happen, I think Reiko showing up during the stuff with Anenra would have made some sense if they were responsible for what happened to Reiko in the past. That could have been something I would have imagined been a possibility, but we'll have to see. But yeah, I think if Reiko was to come back, it would have been here. Otherwise, we're probably gonna see him a little bit later down the line. But for someone we already probably sure is the confession is gonna be late, and what if Okura is facing Momo and she forget him? I won't forget Tatsu. Plain and simple. Dandadan season 3 confirmed yet. Also, what do you think of season 2's OST? It's fire. Season 2's OST, for me personally, has been absolutely fire. Mola in the kaiju form, like that OST that we got the last couple episodes, especially the end, I think of episode 10 and then going into 11, like that OST where it feels like I'm watching, I'm listening to like Tekken, Shin Megami Tensei, like that kind of tier. It's absolutely bonkers, bro. Like I think that's easily my favorites of the whole thing. So yeah, the OST on season 2, absolutely gas. It's tough to say, like, is it on season 1 is really good. I think season 2 it might actually take it. Her hair getting longer, and now you guys know that Momo is going to change for sure. I think so. I think she's probably like a slightly a bit older because of what just happened there. Yeah, something with age could make sense too. The text box used by the priest is identical to the one used by villains like Reiko and the Chameleon. Fascinating. Very fascinating. Okay, so we're gonna have to see more on that when it happens. What Omake stories do you want to see Science Saru anime? I would love to see anything to do with Turbo Granny and their cat. I would love to see, like, if you're gonna do an OVA episode, I would love to see what ends up happening. That would be that would actually be fire. I would also like to see, because this is the thing, I have to make a video eventually talking about the goddamn omakase and stuff, and just like talking about why they're important to the story. But yo, people in the weekly experience don't know the fact that Ira's actually on good terms with her friends again. Like, do you know how wild that is? Like, because of what happened with Gigi, the evil eye, and noticing the problems that were there, and then forced them to make up and stuff. Like, people don't notice this during the weekly experience unless you read the volumes too. That if you're reading it just week to week, you don't know that Ira's actually on good terms with her friends. Like, stuff like that. I listen. I would love to see that. Oh, my number one though. My number one though. My number one though. My number one though. Without question. Like I need it more than y'all understand, bro. More than y'all ever understand, bro. My boy Chiquita. My son Chiquita. My boy Chiquita. Yo, listen, if I get Chiquita overcase, bro, OVA, listen, bro, I'm out here, bro. We winning, bro. I need to see that so badly, dude. Chiquita, bro, listen, the first time I'll see Bubba, listen, please read the volumes. Please read from the volumes when you're doing the rereads, man, because, oh my god, when I saw that Omake and I just see him, my son, bro. I'm sorry, bro, that's the munchkin, bro. That's, like, the closest thing I'm ever gonna get to, like, Spy Family in my Dandadan without the obvious possibility of a collab between the two of them, which would be fire. This chapter was crazy. Yeah, Text Zero. It was a crazy chapter, man. Like, almost got me out of here, man. What the text box are you talking about? Yeah. So Laz, give us some flashbacks about the textbook Priest was handing. Wait, give us some flashback about the textbook Priest was handing. The textbook. Hold on, textbook. Let me just. I'll pump back in a second on the questions, guys. Textbook. What textbook are you talking about? Are you talking about like him actually like, speaking and stuff? Because I don't see no textbook that's with them unless like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know on that. You have to clarify a little bit more on the question, my man. Yeah, the text box I know about that and stuff, but yeah. Hello, Momo. I say Momo who? Yeah, that hurt me. That actually would hurt me so much, man. Is One Punch Man season 3 about to be the biggest fumble anime? Listen, the first season's really good, but man, I haven't cared like that for One Punch Man in a long time. Evil Eye and Ira are my favorites in the Omake. I respect that, Zachary. They're really good. Are you a pumpkin spice man during the fall? No, I'm not actually. No. I mean, we sell it quite a bit in my shop and stuff, but it's like I can't. I don't know, but and that was never my thing. I've never been a pumpkin guy. I don't mind it like during Halloween season, like putting up pumpkins and stuff and carving out of them, but like actually consuming, nah, never been my thing. Yeah, Chiquita extra chapters are so adorable. Yeah, bro, I can't wait, Roberto. I cannot wait, man. Like, yo, it's gonna be so good, bro. If I see Momo Chiquita, bro, he's so cute. I was about to mention my Go Chiquito again. I'm telling you, bro, Hunter, it's the best one. For me personally, on my personal steez, outside of the turbo grinding, obvious stuff, whatever, but that Chiquita stuff, bro, oh my god. That means the world to me and more, bro. You have no idea, man. Yeah, they probably meant the text box, the book. Yeah, the text box and stuff, again, we have to actually see them speak beyond what we got in the little parts there. It's very fine to feel that they could be villains, but given the 1v1 where the Chameleon had that, and then Reiko, I think, had it as well, one bad turned to good, and then bad that remained bad. I think this is going to be like the neutral party from here. Who knows, though? What if these are the people are tied to that triangle thing that Count Saint Germain, Ludris, Kashimoto, Payase, if they're connected to that? I don't know what to see. Do you think the Tatsu will put Miko and Muko more in the story? I would have hoped so, that they would have been more involved in the story. And that's why I kind of like how the anime is like trying to make it more apparent that they are like important, at least for Momo's like everyday life and stuff. But yeah, I would love to see more of them. But guys, I think we're going to try and wrap up here because I do want to try and get the thumbnail eventually afterwards and stuff. But guys, I greatly appreciate y'all coming through for today's stream, man. Listen, this chapter was absolutely bonkers. This man Tatsu decided to really play with my mental with this chapter, and the fact that we almost thought that Momo was supposed to be out of here just for what to happen happened, it's crazy, bro. I'm very curious to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Please let me know down in the comments regarding this week's chapter. What are your thoughts on it? What do you make of what we just experienced here this week? Do you think that Momo has changed in any shape or form in terms of her, now she's back to normal, but she's got longer hair? Do you think she's aged up? Do you think something completely different has changed with her? Please let me know down in the comments below what you guys think regarding this whole thing. What do you make of the chapter and your predictions for what is to come, either next chapter or in the chapters to come? Please let me know. Any clarifications, anything you want to add about the chapter you felt was important, didn't talk about too much, or if there's any questions you guys wanted to ask, they couldn't get through in the live stream, but you want to ask down in the comments, I will go and answer those afterwards. But again, I appreciate y'all coming through. Like the stream if you guys enjoy. If you're watching live, if you're watching the VOD, like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel. Stay up to date with the latest goes on with my coverage. Dandadan week in, week out. We are here every single Monday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. When the chapters go live, we go live. And this upcoming Thursday, the final episode of Season 2 of Dandadan. We're going to be live at some point on the Thursday. I'll be collabing with JD Legend for this one. You definitely don't want to miss it. It's going to be one for the ages. I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Love y'all so much, bro. Listen, Dandadan has been on a absolute tear. It still has a huge chance of being in the contention for Manga of the Year. I do feel like it needs a couple more chapters to really solidify its case for me going back to back as it did last year, man. But I appreciate y'all guys. We'll be in there like swimwear this layer upcoming in the week, and then in their plans afterwards. I'll let you guys know. Thank y'all for coming through. I will see you guys next week. Dandadan greatness. Tatsu, you have me in the first half. But I'll tell you right now, my man, next week, you must deliver us from evil. And make sure. Hold on, I'm not even. No, I'm not ending on this, bro. No. Y'all already know what I'm about to pull out, bro. Because listen, I gotta pull it out for the one time. But next chapter, there's only one thing I need. Outside of the obvious of Dandadan lore and stuff, that's all I need. But y'all know I'm about to pull out. Y'all know what I'm about to pull out. You know who needs to show up and witness his girl in all her glory. The boy himself, bro, as he should. Commodore last signing off. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, take care. In outro.